Hey everybody, check it out. What's up? It's Heracles, Porsche's professional intro. Yay! Hey, what's up everybody playing on my alt, the cleverly named Nobobe? How are you? Hopefully you guys have been keeping up with stuff I've been releasing this week. I did a big box opening sesh. I told you guys about the district market. So that was released. You can now actually buy things with those district credits if you were a PC player. Not a whole lot of stuff, but it's still, that stuff's actually worth something now. And yeah, that kill you just saw was not a revenge kill, because that sounds lame. Retaliatory? I don't know. He sniped me before, I sniped him back, blah blah blah. Yeah, I've edited out like the first 3 deaths in this game, as I was just like dying a lot trying to get out uplinks, and I've just moved on to the good bits of the footage. So yeah, just being honest about that. Anyway, what do we have to talk about in Dust? Let me just start with the personal stuff first. Well, not personal, more people-oriented. We've had at least 3 different people this week that I know of very nearly biomass from the game. They've either threatened to biomass or were thinking about biomassing, and I found out about it later. Anyway, and then I guess people realized at the last second biomassing doesn't really serve any advantage. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys about CCP's attitude towards this game. They're not going to start, you know, they're not going to start crying because one of their players biomasses. It's just it's just not how it works. You know, let's just be honest. The higher ups in CCP are not paying attention to this game. That's not news to anybody. You know what if the higher ups are looking at this game at all, do you know what they're doing? They're just saying, "Hey, release more skins." We got more of those this week. Yeah, man, it's weird how much people in this game are trying to get a hold of those skins, and you know, I thought it was something that the player base would get tired of relatively quickly. But people still want to own more skins. It's strange, and like we all know, they haven't fixed them properly yet. They still are not pimpable in the war barge. They still don't always show in your quarters, but people want to own those things. So CCP sees numbers saying people are spending ORM on this stuff, so that's what they keep spending their time on, giving us new skins. No, they'll say, you know, you don't have to fix the things, people are buying them. So, yeah, anyway, I know I'm starting to take on the attributes of early bitter vet syndrome. I know some of you are probably detecting that in me. I assure you I will do my utmost to stave that off, because Dust 514 already has plenty of bitter vets. I don't need to add myself to the list of people who are in that. But yeah, a lot of nearly biomassers early this week. They decided at the last minute not to go, and a couple of them I'm really glad they decided not to permanently exit this game. I mean, if you need to take a break from Dust, absolutely take a break from Dust. A lot of people have quit this game, but some of the people who are on it, myself included, are hitting it too hard. That was definitely true during the last event. I decided to try to grab a crap load of ORM, and made myself tired and cranky doing it, and I actually was kind of an asshole to fellow Corpy towards the end of the event, and he took it in stride because he realized, you know, he knew me enough to know that I'm not normally like that. And he said, "Have you thought about instead of taking it personally," he just said, "You know, have you thought about taking a break and then I did, and I felt better. And yeah, so kudos to you, Corpy, who, you know, just reminded me to eat a Snickers. Anyway. Right, so now that I've got all the kind of temperamental stuff out of the way, what do I need to talk about? Let's see, yeah, new skins I mentioned. We have a district market mentioned. I am happy with the district market, by the way, even if it's small. They actually showed that they wanted to finish up with a new release idea, so that was good. Well, not finish up. If that's the only thing they put on the district market, that's pretty sad, but you know, they completed their idea basically, so that made me happy to see that. I don't want to be all negative here. Anyway, let's see. What we really need to talk about today, besides the district market and a bunch of people almost but not biomassing, is there's a hotfix coming out. I normally wait to cover hotfixes until after they're actually out. This time I don't think I'm going to wait. I'll start giving you some early information about it, partly because I just need to fill some time, but there's some relevant stuff. Min-Mandos are getting a big shaft, which doesn't bother me because I'm not expecting a Min-Mando, but might be a helpful thing for some people who are deciding what to spec into to learn. So basically, they're going to modify the damage profile on swarm launchers so that Min-Mandos will no longer get the bonus. It's now going to be the domain of Caldari Commandos, and since I already have a swarming Caldari Commando, that makes me happy, but ooh, that was fun. Yeah, Min-Mandos are probably cranky right now. No, they're gonna, well, the ones who spec into swarms. Now, I think Rattati is trying to compensate you by making mass drivers into more AV weapons. I'm not really sure that's going to work. That's obviously probably not much comfort to those Min-Mandos who enjoyed being OP dropship killers. That is no longer your role. Swarms themselves are getting a bit of a nerf. They're getting just like a tiny range nerf. A tiny range nerf. It's like 25 meters. So, yup. But yeah, Min-Mando's no longer getting the bonus to swarm launchers. That is now going to be the domain of Caldari Commandos as soon as the next hotfix is released. And there's going to be a nerf to scrambler rifles. Mainly like the regular scrambler rifles. I think they're all getting a heat increase. I think so. Assaults will get more heat, which was definitely needed. Because I mean, heat was almost non-existent on assault scrambler rifles. Now it'll be there, and I mean, I just spec'd into scrambler rifles, but I do understand the need for that nerf. But the regular scrambler rifles, I basically almost never touched, but they're getting nerfed really hard in the next hotfix. What else is there? I guess shield HAVs are getting a buff, not just straight HP. I guess they'll just recharge faster or something. Let's see here. I'm still looking over this stuff. Blah blah blah. So okay, so here's the thing. They're changing two suits. Assault suits are getting a buff. Galente are getting a massive buff. They're gonna get like some kind of crazy buff to assault firing rate. I mean, the numbers make it look, the Galente assault look like it might become a little OP. The assault rifle users, for them, might become OP, while assault rifles themselves are not getting a buff. That's how they've decided. Rattati seems to be a big fan of like this kind of like indirect buffing strategy. So I guess breach shotguns are getting a buff. Burst Scrambler pistols. Mag Secs are getting a very healthy buff. I think they needed it. Small blasters. Oh my gosh, basic grenades are getting a huge freaking buff. So basic grenades are gonna do like the same damage as Core Locust, and Core Locust won't be touched. The Core Locust will just be, so the progression by grenade is gonna be the range that the grenade hits and not the damage anymore. So grenades are all gonna either stay OP or be even more OP than they used to be. Caldari assaults are having their bonus change to rare rifle stability. So the ARRR is not being touched, so it'll remain OP like you saw in this video. Yeah, so E-War's not being touched, so my Permascan Core Locust cheapy chucking OP fits can continue to be cheeky little monkeys. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not bothered by this next hotfix coming out, but I can guess a lot of players would be. Anyway, I've actually managed to fill the time here. So until next time, Dusties, give me your comments, feedback, and I shall see you Starside. Okay, last minute note. I'm going to link Rattati's notes to the next hotfix so you can see the whole thing, because I might have missed a couple details. The next video of Heracles Speaks I want to release, my intention is to do it about scammers in Dust 514. So I want a lot of input about scammers, what you think of them, your opinions. So also contribute that. Thank you, Dusties.